Hey everyone, today I'm going to go over HeadHunter. HeadHunter is a program that I made that uses Microsoft Azure FaceAPI for person-to-face and face-to-face comparison. I'm going to move over to a VM, and the first step you're going to want to do is go to Code and copy this link here. Go to the terminal and do git clone. Go into that directory, and the first file that you're going to want to change is called config.py. It wants an endpoint and a key. You're going to go to your Microsoft Azure portal and click on your Face API and go to keys and endpoint. You're going to copy this endpoint and put it in the endpoint quotes, and then take the key and put it in the key quote. It could be either or. I just use key 1 because it's, the first key. Now, I already have a config, so I'm just going to move it on over here. And you're going to want to chmod, create person, and HeadHunt. And you're going to want to do pip3 install requirements, and that will install the Azure libraries that it needs. Okay, so for the first demo, we're going to create a person. So this is Grimes, and she's a singer/celebrity. And with the person of face option, we have a person group, and within this person group, we have persons. And within a person, we have a set of images. So we will supply a set of images to make a person. So I'm going to supply it with 3 images of Grimes. The first one is high def, and it has her facing forward. The second one, lower quality, but it's the side of her face and it shows part of her ear. And then a third one, her hair is up and she's smiling kind of. So I'm going to create a person. Let's see kind of what options we have here. We've got the target path, so this should be the directory to the 3 Grimes files. The name for the person group, that's required. The detection model, that's automatically set to detection 03, which is the most current version. Recognition model, it's set to the most current version. Paid, whether you paid for it or not. And then delete if you've already created the person group and just want to make it again. So I'm going to do name. Let's do known person and then name Grimes. I should get an error because it already exists. Just use the delete handle. So it's going to create a person group. And it's going to take each of the images I've supplied and add them to the person object. And then it's going to train the person group, so it uses machine learning. Now we're going to use the HeadHunt program. And it's going to ask for a target resource. You either provide it the person group ID, which would be Grimes, or the image path. It's got detection model, recognition model, paid, so it's not going to time out. Max request limit, this is if you want it to stop at like 10,000, or if you have the paid version and you don't want to keep it going forever. And then compare directory, right now it's set at current directory images, but we can set it to whatever we want. And then start at, this is like index. So let's say you're on the 200th image and you quit the program, you want to go do something else, and you can set it back to 200 if you need to run it again. So I'm going to set it to Grimes. And it's going to process 11 images. So the first one is Ariana Grande, and we know that isn't Grimes. We have Grimes with blue hair. we have her with no hair and her eyes are down. We have like this very pixelated image, low quality. We have one with a face mask on. We have one with her phone blocking her face, and we have one from a music video. We have one with her glasses on and her face is on the side. Music video, her with Elon, a bunch of people in the background, her with sunglasses. Okay, it's done. So out of 11 images, it found 10 Grimes. And we know Ariana Grande is supposed to fail, so it pretty much found her in 100% of the images. Oh gosh, noise in the city. How wonderful. Okay, now we're going to do the face-to-face. So we're going to do known person, Grimes 1. Now this one, instead of a person object, it's going to just use one image. And let me open up a new tab here. And let me make that a bit bigger. So here's the logging. Whenever a match is found, it logs it to the success.txt file. And based on the person to face versus the face to face, we can see that the person object, the confidence values are higher. So the higher the value, the more the face API is confident that yes, this is the person. So we've got the low quality pic. It's confident that it's 71% her. If we just use one image, it's only confident 52%. And we've got improved by 1 percentage point over here. Grimes white background, 75 to 92. And we've got the night, 89%, and then 73% over here. And our script has run, but instead of 10 faces, we've only found 9 faces. Now, if we look at this mask, it couldn't identify her in the mask. So let me pull that up again. Yeah. So the person to face comparison, it can find her, but the face to face comparison, the one image, it didn't find her. So my recommendation is if you have a set of images for a person, use the person to face option and create a person group instead of just supplying one image, because you will get more matches and it will be more accurate that way. And there is a few rules to creating person groups and sets of images. So the documentation says when you create person objects, use photos that feature different kinds of angles and lighting, different ages and years. So put images of them when they're 15, 20, 25, 30. Put any weight loss and gain, and then stick to medium or high quality images. And when you use the person object, it uses machine learning cognitive services, so it will be more accurate. So that is how you use my tool.